Hi, I'm Julia Denos, and I'm the author of Windows.
Hi, I'm Emily Goodale, and I'm the illustrator of Windows.
So I actually lived in Somerville, and at the end of the day, I'd take a little walk through the neighborhoods, and I remembered that idea kind of nesting somewhere in my mind, and it stayed with me for a while. I really wanted to make something quiet and small and real about the moment of taking that little nighttime walk that I think a lot of families and children and people do. It was about just the experience of walking through like a neighborhood of paper lanterns, like just the tiny little worlds that would be surrounding you when you're walking down the street. When I brought it to Emily, it felt very much like a celebration of a place we lived in. And so I think Emily took that a step further.
When I was starting to work on the book, I realized that Somerville was like the perfect inspiration, basically because it has houses, it has multifamily houses, it has big apartment buildings, it has lots of like urban centers and squares that feel inviting and not overwhelming, which I think is important for a child taking a walk. The boy in the book, he's maybe exploring a little bit. He's like exploring his independence a little bit. He's at that age where you still want to feel safe at home, but you also want to be like, I can go out and do things by myself and still feel safe. It's about building your identity within your community. It was similar to Julia writing the book that I took a lot of inspiration from the walks that I used to take around Somerville, living there. And so I just started finding houses or specific windows that I knew I really wanted to have in the book. And so I started cataloging them. My method for illustration is by, painting and drawing everything by hand, and then kind of collaging it in Photoshop with different printmaking textures. And so in Windows, I used these textures that were actually letterpress printed, and collage them together with my drawings. And then the skies I did all watercolor because I felt like I had to have that loose, free feeling of the sun setting.
I really love the yoga studio. It's pretty sweet. But I think just that tiny little cat, it's the tiny cat with the tiny plant.
A little behind the scenes thing. This is entirely my house. The living room is my living room. The view is the view from my living room. So for me, it's strange because I may have my husband is in here. A little.
The clock that your dad built.
The clock that my dad made is in it. My plant that's falling over is in it. There are parts of the book that everybody can relate to, hopefully. So
home.
Yeah.
Just the feeling of home.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to convey.
Actually, did you ever notice that cat?
What? Oh my god. Okay, wait, I have a new favorite window. It's that cat. I don't know if anyone can see it, but it's so tiny.